İşte bu kafayla meşgul ya. Ah! Ne zaman eşliğe bağlayın.
Ashilana. Awungene kule live session la ngifuna ukubona ukuthi ivela kanjani lapho kuwe.
Just a second.
Have you joined? Yeah? Wena. Where do you play for now?
That's why. I wanted me to verify.
You record.
This is just straight hate by a guy.
Live streaming is divided at the moment.
For who? Kanjani? Because I'm for who? Kanjani? Because
Good. Go back to the left. Let me just go back. Et avant, YouTube fait, straight on YouTube. So je parle dans first. There's one right there. That's fine. Send me that link. You can share that a copy. Share that. Watch the Northern Lights.
Do you have a little knife? Also, like what kind of noise?
Come here. If you slow down a bit. Okay, take it slow. 6. I think you should use the reader.
What? Can I? Because I don't need this. That's the thing.
Okay.
In a sensitivity, the moment I can hear anyone, like you guys can't, so you just type.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying for noise cancellation.
How does it do noise cancellation? Does it? Let me check.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think we didn't connect to that. Okay, in the case. I'm trying to connect it. One second. Okay, can you guys just confirm if you can hear me on the live chat there?
Okay, sweet man. Thank you. And can you also see my US dollar index H4 chart? Should be 4 hour charts on the dollar index, that is. 4 hour charts, dollar index. Great. Okay, let's get going. Pardon the delay. I had a couple of things to sort out before I could start with today's session, and yeah. So it's going to be a live trading session, and we'll basically be trading Nasdaq and US 500. Now, I don't know if you guys have been in our trainings before, our live trainings in the evening. If everyone in here has been in the trainings in the evening, so we're obviously going to start with our dollar index and anticipate check rather as to where do we think our draw on liquidity is as of right now. This is what I'm personally looking at on the dollar index. Right, I'm expecting the dollar index to basically reach for these lows. Okay. And before we actually get started, I just want you guys to remember that you should not take this as financial advice or anything of that sort. This is just me doing my live trading in front of you guys. The only thing that you should do, you should just take this for educational purposes and not financial advice. Okay. As we are not financial advisors as Python FX. With that being said, with the dollar index, I'm basically seeing a small bearish movement. Okay, why am I looking at this level over here? Looking at this level over here, it has already been broken to the downside. This is basically our fair value gap. It has now obviously turned into a what? An inversion fair value gap. Let me just inversion fair value gap. Here we go. This has basically turned into our inversion fair value gap. So I'm expecting it to go down to at least these levels. Okay. We have a bullish order block here looking at these three candles. We have a bullish order block here. Three bearish candles going down over here. This is basically our order block 1, 2, 3. But we also have a big fair value gap, which obviously has a lot of liquidity void right there. So I'm expecting price to go to these levels, and as to how price reacts to these levels, we'll then decide as to do we want price to go up and reach for the buy side liquidity over here, or does it actually break down and go take out the sell side liquidity right here? Right here. Could be, you could see this one, you could see this one, but for the matter of this thing to not be I don't know what's the English term for that. I'm just going to keep it at this low because obviously we have sell side liquidity here, sell side liquidity here. But if you guys can check, we also have this little volume imbalance over here, which is this little gap over here, right? Over here. So we just want to check if price is going to one, or is it just going to reach for this and basically go the opposite direction and go take out that buy side liquidity over there? That's going to be information that we'll get when we see how it reacts at these levels down here right now. That's my current anticipation on what price might do. Obviously, it's 7:47 New York time right now, as you guys can see that 7:47 New York time. Okay. Now, if we can just switch to our Nasdaq. If we can just switch to our Nasdaq quickly. This is our Nasdaq. This is what we'll be trading today. What is our anticipation for this morning? Now, when price gives us something like this, right? When price gives us something like this, it usually gives us a bit of a challenge in terms of it doesn't have a clear draw on liquidity. Why? Why? We have liquidity down, I mean, sorry, up here, right? We have our buy side liquidity. Let me just move to the 1 hour chart and rename this line. This is our buy side liquidity. BSL, you guys should know buy side liquidity is what BSL is. So we have this buy side liquidity over here. We also have what? Sell side liquidity over here, right? Sell side liquidity right here. Ah, sell side liquidity down here. Okay. I'm anticipating right now that price is going to want to start with the sell side liquidity. So what I want to see happening at 8:30, okay? Remember, the features open for Nasdaq and ES 500 US 30 is at 8:30. I would like to see price coming to react at these levels, right? Let me just use the line instead. I'm expecting price to come react at these levels. I'm expecting price to come react at these levels right here. Okay. This is obviously our fair value gap on the 15 minutes chart. I want to see how price is going to react at those levels. Okay. When it reacts at those levels, then I would basically like to see it shoot down and going to take out our sell side liquidity right here. This is our first level, which is going to be our first draw. And then ultimately, this is going to be our last draw at the bottom, how we shared with you guys there. Okay. So I'm just going to watch how price reacts at these levels and we will basically take it from there. Okay. So for I don't want to be in any trade for now until we're at least at 8:30, and then we're going to see how price also reacts at 9:30. Okay, 8:30 and 9:30. So we still have about 40 minutes for us to see exactly what we would like to see on this one. So for now, we wait. You guys can give us your questions on the comments then see if you have anything that you would like us to look at while we are basically waiting for that. You want us to look at gold? Let's check gold. Let's see what's happening with gold. Okay, so with your gold trade, what I'm currently seeing now on the monthly chart, if you were to start on the monthly chart, I would basically look at this as buy side liquidity taken. I would this as a stop hunt. You guys can see that we have very clean highs over here. I think these relatively equal highs were basically taken out, right? This is on our monthly chart. Buy side liquidity has been taken. So this would be a stop hunt in this example. So buy side liquidity taken, right? Buy side liquidity taken, and it's taken by this big candle. So this shot up and rejected and came back in straight into this level. So if it does this, usually still on the monthly chart, then I would look at price coming to take this level, right? Coming to this level. This would be our monthly bullish order block. I would want to see price reacting and coming back to this monthly bullish order block. So if we go down to the weekly chart, the little challenge that we have now is that price is currently in a consolidation, right? If price is currently in a consolidation like this, what we want to do is we want to wait for price to basically start breaking out to either the upside or the downside. In this example, we would basically want to see price breaking out to the downside and doing what? Coming to chase the sell side liquidity right at this low, right? Sell side liquidity at this low. So this would be our first target in that. Okay, jumping down to the daily, let's see what we have here. Let's see. Yes, this is where you see a clear consolidation on the daily chart, right? This is where you see our clear consolidation on the daily chart. This is too much of a consolidation. Okay. This level is too much of a consolidation. So as price is consolidating like this, I would wait for it to basically break this low or this one between the two. So we would basically want to wait for fundamentals to basically push price down to these levels so that we can basically wait for clear setups. And when we go down to the H4, which is our 4-hour chart, well, price has already broken a swing low, which is this one. Price has broken to the downside. So what I would then anticipate is that if price gives you a setup, because I don't trade gold, I don't think gold is a very stable pair to trade. However, this would be my anticipation. I would say if you're looking for that, since we've broken structure at this fair value gap after taking out this buy side liquidity over here, price came back, tested this fair value gap, and then drops, comes back to this fair value gap. I would wait for confirmation on the lower time frame, be it on the 15 minutes, and going down. However, if you look on the lower time frame, check what's been happening since yesterday. Price has been at a straight consolidation. I would wait for price to break either these lows, but preferably if price breaks this and takes this sell side liquidity, and it's going to tell you after it breaks this sell side liquidity, I would then want to anticipate that maybe price would then start reaching down to the liquidity down here and ultimately these levels. As of what I see right now, I would anticipate that gold is basically bearish. That would be my anticipation on gold currently. And then let's see what this guy is doing. That's what I would look at on your gold. And then you can look at your lower time frames to basically start getting for a market structure shift for the day. Because remember, this is intraday. This has just been intraday trading, which is not really intraday, sorry, but like the 15 minutes. This has been doing this. So what I would say is that it's shooting up right now. When is this? This was yesterday. Shot up a bit, gave us a fake move up, and then probably today it might give us high of the week. What is it today? Is it a Wednesday? Yeah, so it might give us maybe one come for this buy side. If not, then it's going to break a market structure to the downside and then start reaching for those levels, which is your sell side liquidity over here and sell side liquidity over here. Okay. However, if price does decide to go up and close, if price does decide to go up from this level, from where we are trading now, if price does decide to go up and close, this is on the 1 hour chart, right? If price does go up and want to basically close above these levels, if it closes above this fair value gap on the H1, if it closes above this, this would be an invalidation area basically, which means if it closes above this level, I'm no longer looking to sell this market. At that time, I'll basically see if do I want it to then go take out a buy side liquidity, or would that be a stop hunt? Price going to tell us basically at that time. However, at this point, I would say gold is bearish from my point of view. I don't know which levels were you looking at personally on your gold. That's what I'm looking at on your gold. Let's check S&P 500. Okay, we are back on the Nasdaq. What I see now is this: it hasn't gotten to. Remember, it's not 8:30 yet. It's not 8:30 yet. We're still at 8:05, right? But as you can see, price has already broken out of these levels. Price has already broken out of these levels, which means we're gonna start with our buy side liquidity, right? Price is going to start with our buy side liquidity. But if you take a look at this thing on the 5 minutes chart, we have this breaker block over here. Breaker block, price does what? Shoots down, take out a buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity over here. So we have this block over here. What is this thing? looking at price to come back to this level. So we still have about 24 minutes to go. So right now, what we basically do is we wait. Okay, even if price is shooting up like this, we wait. If it shoots up heavily, and then takes out our buy side liquidity over here at those equal highs, that is going to be perfect, because if it does that, what we are then going to anticipate is that price is done with the buy side liquidity. We are now expecting it to do what? To come take out the sell side liquidity. And by the look of things, price is going to start with the buy side liquidity, which is those levels at the top there. At this point, what do? We wait. Okay. It's still 7 minutes past 8 a.m. We're going to wait for 8:30. And if it gets to 8:30 and price is not giving us a clear direction as to where it wants to, then we'll basically wait for 9:30. Remember what happens at 9:30. At 9:30, price basically takes is either whether it's buy side liquidity or sell side liquidity. At this point, it looks like the stop hunt is going to be up first. If it's up, then we're going to look for setups going to the downside to do it, to come take out our sell side liquidity right at these levels. So at this point, going to be trading in deck going down, hopefully by the time we get to our trading zones. And until price gets and until we get to those times, guys, this is the time where you basically just wait and see what the market is trying to do. Okay. It might also want to react at this fair value gap over here that we are trading at right now. It might want to react at this fair value gap that we're trading at, but you are not going to know exactly what it's going to do until it's the right time. Okay. And that's why your kill zone sessions or your kill zones are so important. It's for these reasons. Right now, you basically just sit and watch. If you think that you're missing out on the trade just because you're seeing it going up and you knew it's either going to take the buy side, but the thing is, this might just be a stop hunt here, and then price just shoots up, shoots down. Okay, so your job right now is to do what? Is to wait. Okay, your job is to wait until price shoots down to specific levels, which is going to be these levels basically. If it shoots down to these levels, if price shoots down to these levels, then we are going to be a part of that sell where price drops with us. Okay. But for now, what we want to do is we want to wait and observe. We are not in a rush to take any trade until price gets to our proper kill zones. Okay. Until price gets to our proper kill zones where it basically tells us exactly what it wants to do. Because you don't want to be a part of these little weird punts that usually happen in the market. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to be a part of those. So what you want to do is you want to be patient with the market and you want to be patient with yourself. Wait for the market to present itself to you. You'll notice once you start letting the market present itself and tell you exactly what it wants to do, it becomes so much easier for you to basically start, you know, following the market in the right direction, wanting to be a part of every move. Because the truth is, you won't be able to be a part of every move. That's just impossible. You won't be a part of this huge down move, huge up move, short move up. You won't be able to do that. But you can be a part of this one move. You can be a part of this one move, and you should be content with that. And that's what we're trying to do at this point. Okay. So we wait and just observe price. Also, we can take a look at our SPX, which is our sorry, I got a bit of flu. Started when was it yesterday? A couple of days ago, though. We have our SPX 500, okay, our US 500. We just want to see what price is going to do. As you can see, price is currently shooting up to this buy side liquidity over here, which is this swing high. And the difference between the dollar index, and the S&P 500 is that the S&P 500 has just the swing high, while the dollar index has clean relatively equal highs. You guys can see that these relatively equal highs looking like a support and resistance. So I think it might want to shoot those and then start going down. Okay. In the meantime, let's also look at what is this US 30. Let's see what US 30 is also trying to do. Because remember, I don't trade US 30, but I use the US 30 as well to check what prices is trying to do. Okay, so our US 30 looks more like our US 30 looks more like our S&P 500, where it basically also has just the swing high, right? Even though it has two of them, but I wouldn't really call this relatively equal. So I would look at this as a swing high. I want to see, does price at least take this swing high out and then drop in the times of our New York kill zone. Okay, so that's what we want to check for, and that's what we want to wait for. Okay, so for now, we are waiting and patiently waiting to see what price is trying to do. Okay, we are patiently waiting to see what price is currently trying to do. What questions do you guys have? What else do you like us to look at while we're still waiting? And this is just how trading is, guys. There's nothing exciting that you do. You just sit here and watch the chart. Nothing interesting, nothing fun, nothing mind blowing or anything like that. If you don't have a lot of experience, this is just basically what trading is about. It's just about sitting on your hands till the right time. And if it happens that we get to our kill zone and the market just doesn't give us a setup, then it means we won't be trading for the day. Okay. But you just need to sit and watch and hope that the market, not really hope, just need to sit and watch and anticipate what the price is going to do at specific times. And if you see what you think is going to happen, you take part. If it doesn't give you any, doesn't give you any. Okay. Remember, this is not trading advice. This is not financial advice. This is just me sharing my life trading with you guys, as I am not, or we as Python FX are not acting as financial advisors. We are just market speculators doing it in public on YouTube with you guys. Do not take this as financial advice in any manner. Is there anything else that you guys would like us to look at besides gold, obviously, because we've already looked at gold? Let's check what it's trying to do. I used to trade gold a lot in around 2016, 2017. I used to trade it a lot, but as of recently, I do not trade it too much because hey, gold can be full of shit, man. Gold can be a problem at times. So, you see, right now, I don't like this big consolidation that's happening with gold. You see, this is too much of a consolidating market. And I don't want to find myself trapped in this consolidation. Yes, I think it's going down, but do I want to sell it at this current price? No. I want to see it tip its hand for me and see and show me exactly what it wants to do. Okay. I want to see it tip its hand to me and see exactly what it wants to do. And looking at our Forex Factory calendar for today is the 7th, right? We only have fundamentals on USD at 6 p.m., right? 6 p.m. South African time, right? So in the next 3 hours, those are the only fundamentals that we'll be having. So 6, 7:30, and 8 p.m. And they're all mild. But that's when we would also see a bit of liquidity being injected in the market. That's when we would see liquidity being injected in the market. So for now, we basically wait. So price is still just slowly going up, slowly but surely, slowly but surely. So we want to see what price wants to do at specific times. Okay, so if at 9:30 price basically shoots up, right? And on our time right now, it's going to be around 4:30. If price shoots up and takes out our buy side liquidity, and then give us a setup for a sell. For example, let me show you what price did yesterday on the 5 minutes chart. Okay, let me show with you guys what price did yesterday on the 5 minutes chart. This is what we had right here. This is an example of what we had. Price went up. This was 8:30. Okay, price took out our buy side liquidity, which means it took out stop losses from this high and this high. What did it do though? It failed to do it to take out the day's high, and then price started shooting down and shifted the market structure. Right, when price shifted the market structure over here, this big shoot down shifted the market structure because it shifted this low over here. And then what did it do? It left this fair value gap. What did it then do? It tested this fair value gap with this green candle and this red one, and then basically started shooting down to the opposite direction. We are waiting to see if price is going to give us something of this sort as well today. However, with today's price action, I'm expecting price to at least take out these highs over here. Okay, I'm expecting it to take out these highs over here. If it does not do that, it's fine. Then we will look at what price is currently doing at that particular time, and we will decide if this setup that we want to take or not. Okay. So for now, we wait again. We're still waiting. 10 minutes now. 10 minutes before we get to that. So as I always explain to you guys in the live sessions, this is basically what you do. You just sit on your hands, wait for specific times, and see what price is trying to do at that specific time. And if it doesn't do it at that specific time, it's fine. That means you won't be trading that particular moment, and you'll only be trading later on during that day. Okay, you won't be trading at that particular moment. Maybe we want to be trading the afternoon session, which is around 8 p.m. in South African time. You want to be trading the afternoon session, but if it still don't see it set up in the afternoon session, it means you did not find a good trade or a good setup for you to take on that particular day. Okay, so you wait and see the market tomorrow morning. Okay, as long as you always protect your equity, right? As long as you always protect your equity, that's the number one thing that you guys would basically want to do for now. That's the number one thing that you guys would want to do for now. So you just watch the market and sit on your hands, watch exactly what it's trying to do. There's specific times where price basically just gives you volatility. Okay. And at this point, chances are right now, price was just going for what? For this high over here. Price was just going for this high. Bounces this fair value gap that I marked for you guys over here. Bounces on this fair value gap that I marked for you guys over here and starts going the opposite direction. But if that's what price was trying to do, again, it's going to show us, so it's going to give us exactly, it's going to tip its hand and tell us exactly what it wants to do. Does it now break the swing low and starts going down, or does it do what? For all that, we wait, guys. Simply just sit on our hands and wait. Watch the market do its thing up until it shows its hand and tells you exactly what it wants to do, and that's when you also start trading. You do not want to be reacting to every little move that you see. That's not how you want to do it. You want to be patient, and that's why these kill zones are so important, because they give you specific times. Because if you do not have specific times, yes, you can still trade. I used to trade like that as well. I was trading on the H4 on the 4-hour chart. Okay, but the number one problem that I had at the time is that I would be knowing the direction of the market, whether I want the market to go up or go down. But I would be trapped in these little consolidations that I just showed you guys on gold. I would be trapped in those consolidations. I would hold them for about a week or two, holding that trade. Eventually, it goes to my direction. However, if I knew when liquidity was going to be induced in the market, then I would avoid such things. You know what I'm saying? So for now, again, we wait. It's doing what it's going down. It just took out a low, But again, right now we're basically in a consolidation. Price is just consolidating at these levels. So we wait for it. We wait and see what it wants to do. Okay. We just simply wait. See what price is trying to do and sit on our hands. So you see what I'm saying? This is not something to jump into. Price is still consolidating. You saw this price suddenly just moving down, giving you a series of red candles. And then what did it do? It stopped at this level and basically started going up because price is still just consolidating, sorry. But it did what? It gave us what? Another low now. This is a low that we are now looking at right here. This is a low that we are now looking at. Right? We're looking at this low. We're looking at this low and we're in the 1 minute chart now. We've already determined the direction on the higher time frame. We want price to take out a buy side liquidity and then drop to do what? To come take out a sell side liquidity at these levels. We have sell side liquidity where? At these levels. And if price drops and starts giving you a setup and then comes take out this internal range liquidity here, this move you should be satisfied with. Okay, but for now, we wait. Price is now having a bit of volatility simply because it's 3:28, right? Or 8:28 in New York time. Sorry, it's 8:28 a.m. Price is gonna start moving because that's when the kill zone starts. 8:30 New York time on DXY. Sorry, not DXY, but on Nasdaq and all other futures markets. So what do? We wait again. We wait and see exactly what price is trying to do. Okay. We wait and see what price is trying to do because when it was going up here, it didn't even give us a setup for us to go along with it according to the strategy that we've been discussing. There is no setup at the bottom here for this whole movement up. So either way, this is not like you lost out on a trade or anything of that sort. So right now, what do? We wait again. We wait. 2 minutes to go. Well, a minute to go now before before the session open, the morning open of the New York session at 8:30 on futures. It's 8:30. This is the futures open now. See what price is trying to do. Let's see what price is trying to reach for. Now, if you look on the 5 minutes chart, what do we have? We have this bullish order block over here. If price goes below this bearish order block and maybe starts trading below, then I would say that market structure has been broken, which is this level over here. I would say market structure has been broken for price to do what? To then start going down and take out the sell side liquidity over here and over here. So for now, what do? We observe. Okay. What do? We observe. We wait to see if does price actually break these levels. If it does break these levels and give us a setup, then we will sell price. Then we'll sell price at these levels to go take out the sell side liquidity. But if it doesn't do that, validates these levels and continues going up, then I would say that we have to take out this buy side liquidity over here. I just want to see if does price protect these levels and fail to take out that buy side liquidity and continue going down. If not, if price doesn't go up to take out that buy side liquidity, it instead fails and breaks this bearish order block, it means we were just going for this buy side liquidity over here and this fair value gap that I marked for you guys over here. Then it means we're going to be going down from this point where we're currently trading right now. Okay, so we wait. Not much movement, as you guys can see, during our open. Okay, price now starting to move up. Again, we wait. We wait. Price was basically just stuck on this fair value gap on the 5 minutes chart. That's why you see it break out of this fair value gap now and starts moving up. Sorry. So this was just a test on this level and then to continue going up to take out the buy side liquidity at those levels. So what are we doing now? Since price is doing this, then we now shift our attention. Simple. Relatively equal highs right here. Relatively equal highs just here. So you don't just rush into getting into the market because you see the market moving. You wait in anticipation. You must obviously have an idea of what you want to see. Okay, so that should it happen, then you know exactly what you're expecting. Okay, so those long boarding sessions that we have in the evenings when we are hosting classes, we are hosting them to have these long boarding trading sessions. Okay, we're hosting them to have these long boarding trading sessions. There's nothing fun about this, but I mean, that's just how you need to do. I know it looks boring, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Boring, because there's nothing exciting about. There should be nothing exciting about this thing. Should be just you getting in on the market, getting what you need to do, and basically going out. Okay. Nothing exciting, nothing fancy, nothing, you know. So we wait. Okay. Give me a second. Maybe now we should start trading at around, I mean, we should open these sessions at around 3, just so we do not have to wait too long for this, okay? Yeah, actually, as of tomorrow, I'll start them at 3. It's going to make more sense that way. So we don't have to wait too long for the market to start opening, okay? Okay, I don't think you guys could hear me there. Sorry. I'm waiting now. I'm waiting to see if price does it respect this 5 minutes bullish order block. This one. Let me delete this. I'm waiting to see if price breaks this bullish order block. If price breaks this bullish order block and starts trading below these levels over here, starts trading below these levels, then I would look for a sell setup to come take out the sell side liquidity. This sell side liquidity will be our internal range liquidity, and this one at the bottom here would be our external range liquidity. Okay, this would be our external range. But till price just basically tips its hand like that, we wait. We simply just wait and observe. Okay, simply just wait and observe. Nothing hectic here. So now we want to see what price is going to do. So now we want to see what price is going to do at 9:30, okay? Which is 4:30 our time. We want to see what price is going to do at 9:30. And then we'll take it from there. I think we'll take our trade after 9:30 today by the look of things. We'll take our trade after 9:30. I will end this live stream just now and then I will start another one at about 10 past to 20 past 4. Okay. Around 20 past 4. In the next 30 minutes or so. Just so we can be able to trade the afternoon session. I'm going to end it just now and then I'll see you guys